I would define customer experience as the totality of cognitive, affective, sensory, and behavioral responses evoked by all stimuli at all stages of the consumption process, including pre-purchase, consumption, and post-purchase stages. Yeah, I saw many definitions of customer experience, but Wikipedia, for some reason, is citing my definition, and I'm still happy about that. It's important to understand the experience is dynamic, instant, affective, and is completely different at different time points before, during, and after the service, visit, or event. What does it mean for us? First, it's impossible to measure experiences using self-reported retrospective evaluations of customer experience, like we do it in the form of satisfaction surveys, because of social desirability, availability heuristics, memory limitations, and many other biases. Furthermore, people often are not aware of their emotional states, and they cannot describe their experiences. Next, the customer evaluation of their previous experience is influenced by many factors, including mood at the time of answering questions, memories, pictures, videos, meetings, economic and pandemic situations, news sentiment, and so on. We conducted a simple experiment. We asked people who visited Orlando during the last 2 years to evaluate their levels of satisfaction, loyalty, revisit intentions. And we had a control group. They did not see any pictures. We had an experimental group. We presented positive emotional pictures and negative emotional pictures to 2 experimental groups. And we asked them exactly the same questions. The group who observed positive emotional pictures evaluated their previous experience in Orlando 1 year ago significantly higher. They had higher levels of satisfaction, higher levels of loyalty, and so on, than people who didn't see any pictures or who observed negative emotional pictures. What else? We can receive a certain amount of pleasure before the consumption process by anticipating future experiences, and after it by remembering them. Yeah, I know it might sound weird, but we can receive positive and memorable experiences even without consuming the product or service itself. For example, one of my favorite activities is to prepare for future trips. I stayed in more than 850 hotels, I did more than 500 flights, and so on. And I really receive pleasure while doing this, while rotating the globe, searching for different destinations, transportation options, attractions, and so on. But if for some reason the trip is cancelled, if I cannot do it, I have already received this pleasure, and I have already received anticipation, experience, positive experience while preparing for this trip. In our study of theme park experience, we found that the total contribution of anticipation and remembered experience of people who visited Disney World and Universal theme parks was higher than from the visit itself. What else? Experience is different for different people, with different social demographic characteristics, gender, age, personality traits, prior experience, cultural differences, and so on. So it's important to categorize our customers based on their characteristics. And what it means for us? First, we should stop measuring customer experience with retrospective satisfaction surveys as we do it after the visit, after the service, after something. At least during the experience we can do it using experience sampling method or ecological momentary assessment, which involves asking customers to report their feelings and thoughts on multiple occasions over time at randomized time points, but not after. Even better is to use a combination of objective and subjective techniques. Interactions, we can easily measure interactions like online testing tools and so on. Perceptions, surveys, interviews, online reviews, social media sentiment. Affect, we can measure balance and intensity of emotions using electrodermal activity, heart rate variability, electromyography, pupillometry, electroencephalography, many other techniques, and only after that outcomes such as satisfaction, loyalty, behavioral intentions, NPS, financial data, and so on. And we should provide post-visit experience. We need to maximize remembered utility, which will influence customer behavior. Repeat purchases, bookings, renewing their memberships, recommending and promoting behavior, and so on. And it's often much cheaper to influence remembered utility, but we often ignore it.